Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, the NFL knows what it's doing. So, this is going to be quick and sweet. So, pretty much, Adam Schefter put out, I believe it was yesterday, that the NFL is targeting Thursday, May 11th, I'm reading this verbatim, as the date to release its 2023 schedule per sources. Roger Goodell and scheduling Cesar Howard Katz will meet Monday as they continue attempts to finalize it. But with Aaron Rodgers traded and Lamar Jackson signed, the coast is clear to move ahead and lock it in. You know what that means, right? That means primetime game for the Ravens. But it does mean something else. It means something else. And what it does point out and what it means is that the NFL understands what type of moneymaker Lamar Jackson is. And I've said this before because sometimes it gets lost in the sauce about, how good certain players are and then how certain players are box office, right? And the perfect example I have of this is like OBJ. When OBJ was in New York, he was box office. People were going to games specifically to watch him play. Remember, football is one of the most team-oriented sports in all of professional sports. And people were just coming just to see one guy. That's it. But he didn't, because of his role as a wide receiver, he didn't dictate wins as much as you would have liked him to. You get where I'm coming from? The thing with Lamar that the league has recognized is that not only does he win, he's box office while he does so. I'm going to tell you this right now. Patrick Mahomes, right now, is the best QB in all of football. All of football. All of football. That's how it is. And even he's not as box office as one named Lamar Jackson. And he's the only quarterback to win more than Lamar Jackson. This is what I've been trying to tell everybody from the beginning. QBs, right, and stuff like that. The NFL's money it brings in is the money's face. The face of the money are the QBs of the NFL. Those are the faces that are on the money of the NFL because it's all predicated on how viewership impacts games. You might have a running back, right, that like a Derrick Henry that might draw a lot, but that's the exception. It's not the rule. And Lamar Jackson is part of the rule. This is why I told everybody before that it would have been foolish if the Ravens would have moved off of him. And I'm glad that they did not because of the amount of revenue that he traffics in their direction. You have to understand the league is pushing more to be QB driven. They're the superstars. They're the Michael Jacksons. Everybody else are the Tito's. You get where I'm coming from? That's all it is. That's all it is. So now you're looking at it saying, well, they're waiting to see where Aaron Rodgers falls and Lamar. Because why? Because they're looking to extract every bit of money from the consumers. And you know what the consumers do? Viewership. Viewership equals dollars. You know why? Because of commercials. That's how this works. That's why, the Super Bowl being one of the most watched events in all of the world, right? On one day, one time. We're not talking about an aggregation of multiple games and stuff like that. No, just one game, boom, there it goes. That's why the commercials are so much. I thought it was like $1 million for a minute or something like that at the Super Bowl. Why? Because of viewership. He drives viewership. And of course, the Aaron Rodgers, even though I don't think he drives viewership right now, it's a hot story and the benefit that benefits the New York Jets, right? Because tell you the truth, this is literally the same path that Brett Favre took. So the narratives write themselves. And he's going to the media capital of the world. Lamar's not in the media capital of the world. I told y'all this before. The NFL is built on the backs of the QBs. And Lamar Jackson is like taking Michael Vick's box office appeal with the winning ability and consistency of the top flight quarterbacks of the era, like the Peytons and the Breeze and those type of guys. And you're mashing it together and bibbity bobbity boo, you got Lamar. So I was laughing when this was said and stated, because this is something that we've been preaching for how long, right? Everyone's going to say that they know this, but no. This is part of the reason why. This is why when it said, like, when you had people coming out saying, "Oh, Lamar Jackson settled," no, it was the circumstances. You get where I'm coming from? Because teams know that if you got him on your squad, you're getting primetime games. You're selling out the stadium. You're selling out the jerseys. You're selling out the glizzies. Do you have any idea how many hot dogs are sold in Baltimore at the games when Lamar Jackson is present? Do you have any idea how much glizzies fly off the shelves? And people, listen, everybody be like, "Man, I don't be touching glizzies." You know, but listen, glizzies make a lot of money. Them glizzies at them concession stands like $8 a pop. Italian glizzies a little more. You want some sauerkraut, a little more. You want some chili cheese, a little more. You want a side of fries, a little more. You want it extra long, a little more. Pause. Yo! But for real, you know where I'm coming from. This is why I keep trying to tell people, even the money for some fans that say, "Oh, because something came out that, he's not worth that much." Just off of the revenue that he's driving in the stadium, he's paying off that contract. You understand? That's the way business works. And these QBs are good for business because it drives viewership. And viewership is also driven by, local fans who will buy tickets and go to the games. You get where I'm coming from? Who will tailgate at the games, who will buy merchandise at the games, who will wear jerseys at the games, purchasing hats at the games. This is why I try to tell everybody, man. So when you hear, when the numbers come up and you hear, Lamar was going for 230, that's why I never had a problem with him going for it. Some fans was like, "No, that's stupid. Why would you want him to give him that?" Because he deserves it. He's earned it. And they would be able to make it fit under the cap. Listen, they just don't want to do it, which I understand. It's a lot to guarantee, right? It's like we're just guaranteeing all this money and for 5 years, and so much can happen in a 5-year span. Massive injuries, coaching changes, players around him might digress. The list goes on. Sales of teams. So, you know what I mean? So I understand. But once again, that wasn't the point. I understood where the owners were coming from, but I understood where Lamar Jackson was coming from. And the reason why I didn't have a problem, like some people with Lamar going for it, was because of what you're seeing now. He's a moneymaker. He's made the NFL hand over fist amount of dollars. And he'll continue to do so. So when you see stuff saying, "Oh, we're not making the list until we know where Lamar's going," and stuff like that, it's so that they can extract as much money out of the consumer, which is you and me. So don't forget that. Don't forget that when you're looking at this. When you're watching those games, you're like, "Man, even if I don't spend nothing, they're making money off of me." Yeah. Yeah. Because that's the name of the game. And that's another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Hey, yo, thank you all for watching. Give me any once in the world, but you hear me. You know, I appreciate that. I just want to say to y'all, thanks for all the support. Yes, I know some people had the questions about when I'm going to take the trip down to Lamar's restaurant to go shoot the episode. I am doing it this week. Yes, I will be down there to shoot the episode in there. It's going to be great. We're going to try out a couple stuff off the menu. And for every item on the menu, we're going to have a different topic to touch on that will elaborate. And for your viewership pleasure, I might have a guest. And no, I'm not going to trick you guys to try to say it's Lamar. No. I would love for him to be there, but that man is busy and running a business all himself. I do not know if he'll be there. But there will be somebody else that might show up that I think you guys would greatly appreciate. So when that comes out, you'll see it. I'm going to be teasing it and everything. So that's coming very soon to you this week. But for everybody new to the channel, please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. Just be cordial to people down in the comment sections when you're leaving it. Respect goes a long way, and we got no problems. If you would like to donate to this platform, this channel, help it grow, at the bottom of the screen is a QR code for a Cash App. You can find a Cash App in the description of every single video that we do, right? And the name of it is $The Wunderkind Show. Also in the description is the Patreon. Yes, the Patreon. It's up and going. If you become a patron, you get access to the Discord. You get access to questions from subscribers. You get access to be able to win free merch. And you get access to the Fantasy Football League. So go there, get that, become a member. Let's go. And once again, I would like to say that this is the Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nitro, signing off. And as always, you guys knows my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yep.